so excited to be sharing with you today about a topic that, unfortunately, I have a lot of experience in. Oh no, hold on, what's going on here? No, it seems to be going okay. Oh, I hope you can all hear me. But before we get started, I shouldn't introduce myself every time, but I feel like I should because there's so many new people. My name's Dana. I'm a board certified holistic health practitioner, and I help families learn how to heal their children naturally from ADHD. And I am the creator of this group and also the ADHD Thrive method for kids. Now, as some of you are hopping on here, I want to start by sharing some of the comments I got last week. I actually asked this group on this page what your best tip for forgiving yourself was, and I wanted to share some of those with you. I should actually tag the people to show you that I've shared their great suggestions. Amber said, "No one is perfect. Making mistakes in the past help us grow and adjust for the future." That is a great suggestion, Amber. Ashley said, "Hugs and telling them I love them, and sometimes mummy makes mistakes too." That is a great one, Ashley. Callie said, "Be kind to oneself and remember that I am, or you are, a work in progress. You did what you could and knew to be best at that time. After knowing you can do better, you try again and remember to do better next time. Learn and grow." Callie, that is amazing. Brett said, "In that moment, ask yourself, is that how I'd treat my 5-year-old son or daughter? If not, ask how you would and then apply it to yourself. Think self-compassion. It's often an easier starting point and more easy to relate to." Brett, absolutely amazing advice. And then finally, Sarah said, "Admit you had made a mistake. Feel safe to let them see you cry and give lots of hugs and cuddles." We love hugs and cuddles in this house too. That's great, Sarah. And that's what I love about this group. You guys are so great. These tips are amazing, and I almost feel like I should just hop off here now because they're so good. I don't even need to go any further, but I will. Let's go ahead and dive into this topic because I know this is a significant issue among families who have these, shall I say, out of the box kids. We love our children more than words, but it is tough to parent a kid that doesn't fit into the mold. I mean, I know it is. I've known from the past, and I'm sure you guys know as well. And because of how tough it can be, we lose our tempers. We say things we shouldn't say, or we yell when we should use a gentler tone. So here are my 5 tips for forgiving yourself when you screw up. Number 1, you want to acknowledge the mistake and make it right with others if you need to. The first thing you need to do when you screw up is admit it to both yourself and to anyone you might have hurt in the process. This is a great power in speaking it out loud. My husband is really great at this. He is quick to admit his mistakes and asks for forgiveness. Me, not so much. Admitting fault feels like a weakness, but actually it's a strength. It shows humility and wisdom, and it teaches your kids in the process. So number 2, think of it as a learning experience. Often when I first begin working with families, they accidentally allow their kids to eat something they shouldn't. It's amazing how many items actually contain gluten or dairy that you'd actually never expect, but that's a total topic for another day. Now, many of these families feel terrible once they realize what they let happen. This is especially the case if their children have reaction to whatever they've eaten, to that gluten, either in their behavior or the way that they feel. Now, what I tell these families is that this is a great learning experience. I encourage them to ask their kids, how did your body feel after you ate that? Or to talk to them about what they noticed in their emotions. You seemed angrier today than you have been lately. Why do you think that is? Helping your kids learn how food affects them is a great way to help them take ownership for their health. So remember, even if a mistake is made, it can still be a really, really great learning experience. Number 3, remember that even if you take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, you're still going in the right direction. You're still moving forward. Another thing we need to do after we've screwed up is to refuse to believe our inner critics. If your inner critic is telling you that you failed, you can choose not to believe it. You might have taken a few steps back, but you are still much further along today than you were a month ago or a year ago. Take note of how far you've come. Number 5, reach out to those in your tribe. Now, one of the things I love about my program, the ADHD Thrive Method for Kids, is all of the encouragement the members provide to one another. Just last week, a member of the program shared how frustrated she was feeling with her child. And before I had even had a chance to comment, several of the other members had jumped on to her side and told her they could totally relate. We are a lot more alike than we are different, and realizing other people make similar mistakes can help us, forgive ourselves as well. Now, here's my final tip. If your best friend made the same mistake as you did, what would you say to her? Tell yourself the same thing. Give yourself the same grace and kindness as you would extend to your best friend. Now, I would love to hear from some of you that are listening today or that are listening to the replay that didn't comment on my previous post. I'd love to hear your comments below. What else have you found that helps you forgive yourself when you screw up? Now, we've had some great shares. I'd love to hear some more. So guys, jump on the comments below, share with me those tips because we can all learn from each other. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and tomorrow's Friday, yay, and a wonderful weekend. So guys, thanks so much. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.